Hey family, this week has been very challenging for the former President Donald Trump, in which he has vocalized multiple times to various people. But these are not typical threats that you normally hear from Trump. Yes, these are a little bit different. This time he mentioned threats towards his own GOP counterparts. In fact, it's true, Trump is threatening the GOP not to pass a specific piece of legislation that they have been working on for a very long time to secure the southern border. And now that the bill is ready to bring up for a vote, Trump told them not to do it. He also had a rough week dealing with the defamation trial against E. Jean Carroll, and the verdict, it was just released. I have the details to share with you in just a moment, but before we get started, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel as well as hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Starting off with a little bit of good news from the former President Donald Trump that happened earlier this week. Yes, he ended up winning the caucuses, two caucuses actually, first in Iowa, and then this week he won the New Hampshire. So yes, he has won two caucuses, the primaries, and he is obviously leading Nikki Haley. The rest of the candidates have already dropped out just because their campaign wasn't going the way that they thought it should be, and Donald Trump pretty much has a strong hold on winning this presidential election in regards to the GOP side. So anyways, he did have a tremendous week and he is pretty much rolling forward. However, sometime next week, he is going to have to face Nikki Haley, his opponent. And yes, it is going to be an uphill battle for Haley, in which this is all going to go down in South Carolina. But of course, Republicans are still rallying behind the former President Donald Trump. So again, if Trump ends up winning this particular one in the home state of Nikki Haley, South Carolina, it is all over for her. It is not going to go any further than that. Donald Trump is pretty much going to win the nomination for the Republicans. So anyways, we'll just have to see how that all plays out next week. But I'm sure he is looking very forward to that, to getting it over so that he can face his real opponent, which is the current President Joe Biden. But anyways, in regards to the end of the week, things actually turned a little bit sour for the former president, in which, yes, we all know that he has been going through this defamation trial against E. Jean Carroll, in which on Friday, they actually announced the final verdict. This is coming directly from the jurors, in which they have stated that the president, or the former president, should pay E. Jean Carroll $83 million. Shockingly enough, guys, this is a very large amount for a defamation trial. And yes, obviously Donald Trump is not happy about this. And I'm sure that the Trump and the rest of the team is going to appeal this particular decision. But anyways, this is in regards to what the judge and the jurors figured out that they were going to order from the former president. So anyways, what do you think about this? Do you think that this is actually too much money, or do you think that it is not enough money? I definitely love to get your thoughts on this $83 million. Let me know down below in the comment section. But just to give you a reminder in regards to the actual trial that they went through prior to this, it was actually for the offense that Donald Trump harassed, or whatever he did, to Jean Carroll, and I believe she was awarded $5 million for that particular trial. But because he went on social media as well as other platforms and in front of everybody defaming her, they went back to court once again, and this time Trump has lost again, 2 times from the same person. So obviously Trump is not happy about this. He said that this is completely ludicrous and this should not be allowed. So obviously we should see some type of appeal come out sometime next week. So anyways, not to end the week on a very good note for the former president. But moving on, guys, Donald Trump is actually going against someone else right now. He is sending out multiple threats. And this is not what we necessarily expected, because it appears that he is putting out threats and threatening the GOP GOP in regards to the situation that is going on at the southern border. Yes, the Republicans right now are split in regards to this particular issue, whether or not to issue this piece of legislation that is going to put a chokehold on the issue on the border, and then on the flip side, not doing anything at all, which is what President Biden is doing right now, nothing at all. But anyways, we just found out earlier this week that the GOP, they have been working on getting this bill for quite some time in regards to putting a chokehold on the border catastrophe, the disaster that is going on in our country right now, allowing illegal immigrants to cross over into this country without any paperwork and pretty much without anything at all. And the legislation, they were planning on voting on this legislation, but it looks like that is not necessarily going to happen. And that is because Trump has put out a message threatening his GOP counterparts that do not do nothing. We don't want you to do anything right now. And I want to share this video with you right here. So take a look at this right here, guys.
Yeah, there are real concerns here in the Capitol that no immigration deal will get accomplished this year, even as Republicans have been clamoring for action to clamp down on the surge of migrants at the southern border. And with it, if there is no immigration deal, no aid to Ukraine, no aid to Israel, no aid to Taiwan, because Republicans have said that the emergency aid package must wait until they deal with the border first. But Donald Trump has weighed in privately and publicly, made clear that Republicans should kill this issue, should kill this deal if it does not go as far as he likes. And in fact, he says there needs to be a perfect deal. It needs to be, quote, everything that they want. But Democrats control the Senate, Democrats control the White House, and a bipartisan deal will almost certainly not pass muster with the former president, and a bipartisan deal could give Joe Biden a campaign issue heading into November, something Trump does not want at this moment in the campaign season. And in talking to Republican senators today, it is very clear they are furious at the prospects that this could collapse and are saying this is all about campaign politics.
I think James Lankford's been working very hard to secure the southern border, to give the next president, whomever it is, more authority so that we can secure the southern border. So anything that interrupts that negotiation, I think, would be tragic. I hope no one is trying to take this away for campaign purposes.
Former President Trump has indicated to senators that he does not want us to solve the problem at the border. He wants to lay the blame for the border at Biden. And the idea that someone running for president would say, please hurt the country so I can blame my opponent and help my politics is a shocking development.
Do you think this is what he wants, the issue, Donald Trump? This is why he's doing it?
I think the border is a very important issue for Donald Trump. And the fact that he would communicate to Republican senators and congresspeople that he doesn't want us to solve the border problem because he wants to blame Biden for it is really appalling.
So what does that say that what he is saying carries weight here? What does it say that Republicans are listening to?
Well, shocking that politics plays a role in this building. Absolutely shocking. I can't imagine that's the case.
Ukraine is on the line.
But the reality is that we have a crisis at the border. The American people are suffering as a result of what's happening at the border. And someone running for president ought to try and get the problem solved, as opposed to saying, "Hey, save that problem. Don't solve it. Let me take credit for solving it later."
Yeah, so like I said, you see exactly how they feel about it. We heard from Romney right there talking in regards to what Trump really wants in this particular deal, that he wants to blame President Biden because he did nothing about these open borders. And so I believe that Trump wants to wait till he gets in office to make sure that he can get it done, and then go back and blame the president again, saying that, look, the President Biden could not do this, but I was able to do it. So again, like I said, they have this particular bill right now. They're ready to bring it to a vote, but it does appear that that's not necessarily going to happen. And I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I know for a fact that this is a huge issue, especially in the state of Texas, as well as other borders. But anyways, as you can see, that the House Republican bill would bar the federal government, which is what Biden is presenting right now, that the federal government go down to Texas and cut that border razor wire. And yes, Republicans are not happy about this. They don't want the federal government to come down and do anything to this particular border. They want them to close the border, but instead the Biden administration is wanting to prevent them from preventing illegal aliens from coming into this country. So anyways, they're saying right here that Biden is aiding and abetting that these illegal aliens. And you can see right here in the picture, this is a large area in which, this in Eagle Pass, Texas, where barbed wire is sitting up trying to prevent as many illegal aliens from crossing into the country. And President Biden wants the federal government to go down and cut down that wire. So there is a huge issue right now going on, and that is exactly what this particular bill was going to talk about and prevent the government from doing anything of such. So anyways, in regards to what President Biden is doing, the Supreme Court actually said that Biden administration has the authority to remove the razor wire from the U.S.-Mexico border. And yes, they ended up passing and agreeing to this in a 5-4 vote. That is why the President Biden administration is able to do what he is trying to do, which is just ludicrous. I clearly do not understand, especially as what we are seeing on TV, as well as the news, as well as to underground websites on how and so many people are coming into this country. And it is just a shame, guys. What do you guys think about this? Do you agree with this? How do you feel about President Biden preventing Texas from barring these individuals to cross over into the country? Let me know what you feel about this down below in the comments section. And in regards to the governor of Texas, he put out a statement which he was talking with Tucker Carlson, which is the former host on the Fox News show. Anyways, he ended up telling him that Texas will use every tool in our arsenal to defend our state. Yes, the Department of Homeland Security gave Texas a Friday deadline to allow access to Shelby Park. And Governor Abbott said it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen on our watch. He said that, look, Texas has the right to protect ourselves from this imminent issue that is going on right now. And no one else should be able to tell Texas what they should do in regards to protecting its state. So anyways, this is a huge battle. It is just crazy to see these particular individuals fighting like this. We should really be focused on doing what's best for the country. And I believe, I don't know how you guys feel, but I believe that the best thing for our country is to make sure that we don't have 100,000 people coming over into this country without having any type of documentation, any type of information about these individuals, where they came from, what type of immunization that they have had. We need to know all of that in regards to coming over to this country. And I was talking with one individual earlier today, and they said that, look, we go to other countries and we have the right to do that. But I had to remind them that when we go to other countries, we have to get a plane flight. We have to get information. They know we're coming. They know who we are. They know where we live and all of that information. So this is a little bit different than crossing over into the country by boat or whatever direction. But we don't know anything about these individuals, what country they come from or anything. So anyways, I would love to get your thoughts on this. Let me know how you feel about this whole scenario, this whole entire situation. But I will say that once Trump gets in office, if he is elected, I will say he will be closing the border on day one. So anyways, I would love to get your thoughts on this. Comment down below. Outside of all that, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, that's all we have for you today, but feel free to check out some of the items down below in the description. There are a couple of opportunities for you to earn some free money or some free cash, such as signing up with Webull, where they are giving away 12 free stocks for free. The cool thing about those stocks that they could be worth $3,000 depending on what actual stocks or companies you actually receive, which is a great way for you to start your investing journey. Also, don't forget about taking advantage of the free Amazon Prime membership. Yes, you can actually get 30 days for free by using the link down below, and it is a great time to get it because they have access to the NFL Network, so you can watch the rest of the games, including the Super Bowl, very, very soon. So anyways, if you are interested, check out the links down below. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.